We're about to begin. Oh man. We're just waiting a few minutes for everyone to join, watch any ads if there are any. Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so freaking excited. Man, I'm still in the train. Of course, this internet mobile data, man. Doesn't the train has Wi-Fi? I've been waiting years to do this. Since the channel has been monetizable and since the channel has allowed me to have channel members, I've had these two icons, these two emojis. They have been here since the beginning. And finally, they're not only emojis anymore, they're in the game. So excited to skip your most wanted character. Dude, I just cannot pull for them. I really want to, but I don't have Pyroxene and I don't have money. It pains me a lot, man. It is really painful. But yeah, I've been waiting for so freaking long. I can't believe it. When I saw Nagusa, and yesterday I said, I hope we get Nagusa. I think it's time to go back to Hakyako. I want Ninja. I said it, but I was feeling a little bit, I don't know, I was ready to be disappointed, to be honest. But man, the announcements. Also, this freaking OST is so good, and the trailer had it, and it is just so good. And this is my favorite story arc. All of you know this, I always said it, the Hakyako story arc is my freaking favorite. I love the character development in that story. I love the dialogues, I love the characters. There is so much to uncover, and we are finally continuing it. We're going to finally know more about Ayame. We're finally going to know more about Kokuriko, Shuro, that Ronin that is attacking people. It's time, guys, it's time. The 21st, it's gonna be the day. The wait is over for me. They will finally be in the game. Oh man. I just cannot wait. I really cannot wait. Everyone except Kaede. Who's Kaede? Dude, come on. Greetings, greetings. How you doing, Miguel? Oh man, I'm exploding. I'm truly exploding. I couldn't be happier. By the way, hello Black Lord Cards, hello Alvin. I hope you guys are doing great. Oh man, I couldn't be more happy. I was so ready to be disappointed, to be honest. Because last year, they were so stuck on doing one thing at a time. We had, I don't know how many months of Abydos content, and I was getting so bored by it. So I was expecting them to stick to Millennium. Even some people, some JP players were in the chat writing Millennium Archive before the stream started, because we have been in Millennium for so long. So I think everyone was ready to be disappointed today. You may have gotten an ad. Let me do this, because we're starting. It's not starting soon anymore. Dude, also, not only I'm getting the characters I want and the story I want, they look actually good. I wouldn't say like super meta, but they look actually good. And yes, Nagusa will be here with us for the entire stream. So if anyone asks, you say, what are you talking about? It's gonna be the running joke for today, because Nagusa deserves to be on the screen. She's been waiting for so freaking long, guys. Oh, I cannot freaking wait. You're not getting them? Dude, I know, but what can I do? Like, what can I do? I told ya, like, sadly, stuff happened, I'm out of a job again, I need... I just cannot, dude, I just cannot. Hopefully, everything will go right between now and the 26th, and I will not be out of a job. Dude, I cannot take a loan. It's not even legal here to take a loan if you are not employed, so that's not happening. Also, if I had a guarantee like, okay, 50 euro and you can get both, I would consider it, but there is no even a guarantee on that. I cannot put 50 euro into the game to not get even one. You see what I mean? It's not happening. There is no convincing to be had. I play into the jokes a bit sometimes, but this time I cannot. Like, I'm being serious here. I just cannot. Hello Parwa, how you doing? How you doing? While people join, let's keep going with Phoenix Wright, I guess. I was thinking about scrapping Phoenix Wright today and play Code Vein, because there is so much to talk about, and I think everyone is so excited for the upcoming content in Blue Archive. And Phoenix Wright doesn't lend itself too well to conversation, but at the same time I want to finish this game. But man, I'm exploding in happiness. I could not be happier. Even if it was only one of them, I could be I could be very happy. But getting both, man, like come on. I was always saying that Nagusa needed to be a single target nuke for the Sonic team, and she is a nuke. Her EX is like Mika style. The more HP the enemy has, the more damage it deals. She doesn't have guaranteed critical damage, but she has a sub-skill that gives her critical rate, and you can stack that with, for example, Akko, and you will get the critical hit. And her EX only costs 4, not 6. So I'm expecting her to be decent at minimum. We accept the snipers to be nukers. Yeah, we expect them to be nukers, yes. And Nia, guys, Nia looks fantastic. She has an Axel sub-skill, which is amazing. Her EX, her freaking EX reduces the enemy defense in a circular area, so Nagisa style, and it does that before dealing the damage. Then it deals AoE damage that increases with the number of enemies inside, Makoto style. Dude, like, she will be so good. Porwa, I have mentioned that I like Nia. Look, she has been in the channel as an emoji since the beginning. Nia and Nagusa have been my two most wanted characters for ages. Up there with Rio. I basically have all the characters I want now. Erika would be great to get, but dude, I'm done. I have everything. I have everything. All the characters I want are in the game. Party 2 for Lunatic Kurokage? Yes, but look, she will be also good in Tiferet, because there is a lot of AoE cleaning to do in Tiferet. And she will be good in Kurokage. Not only that, she will be good in the upcoming JFD, that will be a horde challenge with enemies with elastic armor. She will be good in elastic gauze for wave clearing. She will be good in Elastic, she said. She will be good probably in Elastic Kitten phase 1. So yeah, man, they look fantastic. How I looked over this clue, a sticker for simp, come on. Okay, let's continue with Phoenix Wright, and we will talk about everything as you guys ask and say stuff, but I will keep reading because we need to move on with this game. The reason Mrs. Sky moved the body. The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. Congrats, Sherlock. Thank you, thank you. I'm thinking of this because of the message. I'm gonna save and I'm gonna show it. I think I should show her the jar. Mrs. Sky, I understand how you feel. No naughty on YouTube GG. Yeah, that's why I always send it also on the Discord, because YouTube, if you don't have the bell activated, you're very likely to not get the notification, sadly, unless you go to the stream link because I always program the streams before they happen. If you go and press notify me, you can get the notifications for the stream before they happen, even if you don't have the bell. I have the bell on, nice. I have everything turned on. Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. Well, to be fair, YouTube can be like that. And hello, Asumaki. How you doing? How you doing? I have your Discord notice as well. Yes. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister. Sometimes bell bugs. Yes, indeed. You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered. If that's true, if that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I'm compelled to bring everyone's attention. A significant contradiction within your testimony. I just made patties out of moose meat and Korean barbecue marinade. I'm guessing that's like a sauce, because I was bored. That sounds delicious. A contradiction in my testimony? You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the event threatened my plan." That's right. Do you have a problem with that? Marinade. Basically a sauce you let the meat sit in. Ooh. It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood. Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments. Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar. Never worked with moose before. Makes sense. You'd need marinade though. I imagine it'd be tough and chewy. Yeah, that sounds about right. I have only tasted pate, moose pate, which was really good, but I have never tasted like the actual meat of the moose. It must not yet have been broken before he died. Oh. He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. Order, order! Your Honor, it would appear. More information is needed in regards to this jar and its bloody message. By the way, Azumaki, BCJ, what are your thoughts on the announcement? Nagusa Niya. Like, I'm beyond excited, not gonna lie. How about you guys? How are you feeling about it? We may be missing something critical here. More story is always good. Mid? Come on, it's not mid. Volume 5 is the best. Should have been Churro. Oh, but dude, this opens the door. This opens the door for Churro. So do not get too riled up there, because Churro now could be a reality. I will reserve my opinion. Come on. You can be honest here. Even if you didn't like it, you can say it. I'm still happy. Something critical. Chief Prosecutor. It seems you are as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we are headed. Give us Shuro that humiliates Nagusa with a cafe furniture? No, come on. Nagusa has grown a lot. She doesn't deserve that. What? Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth. My take is Onsen Hyakaryonan, so good. Knowing Millennium is in the future. Units have their niches, but on global I will likely end up saving. Oh, yeah. I have to save for the Toki and Rio and Alice alts. Yeah, that's true. But I will probably end up saving too. I have only 10k Pyro and no money, so... Kikyo, afraid of water, is truly a kitty? Yeah. And Yukari revealed her big secrets there. Like, she's packing. Very well, the witness may now continue her testimony. Stinky cat. Jar and message in blood. Stop loot talking, Yukari. Dude, I said nothing. This won't be tolerated. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I whipped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. Your fridge will pay the price. It's empty. All I could think about was whipping them clean before they were discovered. You mean you were the one who whipped away the message in blood? I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time. She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to raise the real evidence. Very well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination. Oh, man. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. Let's save. But it was dark in the room, and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I whipped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think was whipping them clean before they were discovered. Nagusa is so skinny. At the point I wanna cook something and feed her. One funny thing that I don't know if you guys noticed, but Nagusa, her chibi looks like a ghost. It's so pale, it's inhumanly pale. She really is white as snow, and I think that is a reference to the Yuki-onna, like the spirits of the snow. I think that's why they made her so pale, and even like her face and everything has a very Yuki-onna style, but it's really weird. But it's really cute when the grab animation in the team menu. It's really cute. Because she's so white that when you pick her up and she blushes, it really pops. Yuki-onna, yes. So you illegally rearranged the crime scene. Yes, I don't have any excuses for my actions. Oh yeah, it totally could be. The halo is even mildly snowflake shaped. Yeah, it's very snowflake shaped indeed. Easy contradiction? Yeah. I'm sorry, Lana, I didn't know. I've treated you so badly all this time. It's not too late. There is still plenty of time to make up. After we've gotten this to the bottom of this incident. No doubt this day will leave a permanent stain on the story of the prosecutor's office. More contradictions have surfaced in her testimony. Your sister is really putting up a fight. She must really care about you. She's she's not doing this right away. I think I finally figured out the contradictions in her testimony. There is one final possibility that might turn everything around. I like her eyes color, it expresses a lot of emotion while her face is pale. Yes, indeed. Okay. I think I have to show her the jar again. I think we have to keep pressing on this freaking jar. Mrs. Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. What? We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe. In Chief safe? But how? I knew it. She really didn't know. There is something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it. But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and whipped the blood off them. Yes, which leaves us with one possibility, with one explanation. On the night the prosecutor marshal was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you. Oh my god, but could the defendant have simply missed a piece? Objection! I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. Oh my god, this judge. Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. Oh, that. There is no way a name could have been written on the shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness. I hope you are not implying this person was Chief Gant at the time he was looking for dark downstairs. The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer that? We got Your Honor. Wait, I'm not the one on trial here. Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposely hid one of the pieces. Question: what is this action called? Fabrication of evidence. Is Skip the newest revealed characters? Really? That's unexpected. For me, it's a really hard skip just because I really want them. I've been waiting for them for so long. For me, it will be a very hard skip. I will skip them because I cannot afford it, but man, it's painful to think of it. For me, it's really painful to think of it. But why would Chief Gant do that? In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear? What happened afterwards? Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark. But are they meta-wise or just waifu? Just waifu. Meta-wise, here's the thing. Nagusa for now, she doesn't look like she has many meta applications. Besides elastic GAs in single target scenarios, for example Hieronymus and Bina and stuff like that. But Nia will be good in Tiferet, will be good in Kurokage. She will probably be good in all the AoE GAs like Chesed and Ghost. But right now, Nagusa is looking like cheese for, yeah, purple Chesed, yeah, exactly. Purple GAs. Nia will be good in purple GAs and Tiferet and Kurokage. She also has an Axel Sab skill, which is also really strong. And she has defense down, which will probably be very good. So they look good. I don't think they will be like super meta, but they look good. Also, Nagusa has scaling damage on remaining HP, and it works like Mika's, the more HP the more damage. But she doesn't have guaranteed criticals, so it's a bit of a 50-50. Lending her hand, okay. Sparing Emma and theoring lies the reason. I like defense down, yes. The reason why Mrs. Skye became the chief's puppet. No, I did it on my own. Don't lie. But yeah, also her defense down, it's really cool because it applies before she deals the damage, so her damage will land on an already debuffed enemy, which is very strong. That is very strong. And her EX scales with the number of enemies just like Makoto. And Kurokage, for example, has the demon souls all very packed together. So I think she will be very strong, especially for lunatic Kurokage. Please sis, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake. No, you didn't. You didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorney make up the most foul lies to defend their clients. Foul lies? Imagine that coming from my own client. I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth. Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap? Something's wrong, Mr. Wright. Lana may be right after all. What do you mean? Don't tell. So you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright? Mrs. Skye, please testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidentally killing the prosecutor marshal might also be a lie. But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall. Mrs. Sky, if you will. I can't. There is nothing to be afraid anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will if you tell the truth. Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw. Finally! Alright, then. The witness may testify once more for the final time. Actual crime scene. Well, let me... Okay. Guys, before we hear Lana, here's my theory. Marshall was impaled on the statue. Emma was on the floor. Gant took the hand of Marshall and with blood wrote Emma on the jar to incriminate Emma and fool Lana, so he could manipulate Lana to believe it was Emma that killed Marshall. That's my theory, my game theory. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent. Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor sword. Lana, come on. You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof. Actually, I do have proof. I gave it to Mr. Wright this morning. What? Wait. This? It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed, but I don't remember receiving a picture like that. Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright, she really does have faith in you. Very well, Mr. Wright, please present this picture. I do not remember receiving any pictures from Lana. Lana said she gave it to you this morning. I seem to remember getting something from her then. Let's check that evidence again. There must be a picture somewhere. It's obviously this. Evidence law. Oh, okay. Oh, I see it. It's barely visible. But it is there. Okay, there we go. There it is. Hey, there is a picture here. Oh my god. Oh my. Ad is gonna run in 15 seconds. Let me know if you get an ad, because you don't wanna miss this, guys. You don't wanna miss this. This is the actual crime scene. No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Did anyone get an ad? This is very important. Yeah, I'm paying full attention. No ads for me? Okay, seems like no one got an ad, so let's keep going. Okay, now go on. Okay. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I had rearranged everything. Lana's picture inserted into the courtroom record. Mr. Wright. That piece cut out from his vest must be... Wait. Is this? It's this. The cloth we found inside Chief Gant's office. Oh no. What is this? This is a handprint, isn't it? That cloth, it had fingerprints on it. Whosever fingerprints those are must be the real murderer. What? But those fingerprints. They are yours, Emma. No. Guys. I feel like I cannot show that. I think I will be prompted to show it, and if I show it, I will lose. Because Emma is not the killer, it's all incrimination. It's all incrimination. It's Gant. It's Gant. Gant is incriminating Emma so hard. I cannot show that. Hello, hello, Nagusa and Nia. Yes. Yes. You got uncovered the truth? Yeah, but I think that's not that fingerprint is not the truth. Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So, as long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer. Very well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination. Only know by showing it. Oh man, no, I have a very strong feeling about it, you know. Because before they mentioned we may still be walking into Gant's trap. I feel like everything here is walking us into that trap. It's too perfect. It is just too perfect. I really believe everything that we found in the locker was made to blackmail Lana. So no, I will not do it. I will not do it. If I'm prompted to do it, I will not do it. I will follow my gut. Actual crime scene. When I arrived, I knew it. I knew it. This bastard. I'm walking into his trap. I'm straight up walking into his trap if I show it. Come on, Adji. This is the purest excuse for a trial I've ever seen. Yeah, the demon Gant. Chief Gant? What? Now you want me to make out as the bad guy make me out as the bad guy too? Yeah, because you are. If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense. I'm afraid it's too late for that. What? You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort. Oh my god, this bastard. This must be that risk we were talking about earlier. Just sit back and relax and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your neck. Ugh. Oh my god, that animation when he goes full demon mode. Ah, so what? You think I'm worried? Edgeworth Jesus? Yeah. Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements. What do you mean? The evidence. We all will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence. Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some evidence? No, I don't, but someone does. Someone? So what's your excuse, Raito? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt. You see, I cannot show it, this bastard. Is this true, Mr. Wright? If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as the murderer. No, I cannot. Even Wright is saying, even the game is telling me not to. The game is telling me not to. Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence to present it now. And if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries. What do I do now? I better think through carefully. I can't afford to make a wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall? Now, I will follow my gut. Those demon faces you put there are confirming it. Yeah, I will not. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. What? You lie! Chief Gant? You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence. I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together. Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it. What are you talking about, Gant? Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See? The victim's vest. Notice anything odd about the chest area. It looks like a part of it. It's been cut out for some reason. Yeah, I was thinking the same. Emma needs to shut up right now. You mean you had this in your safe? What? That means you, the chief of police, have been concealing evidence. This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. Fuck you, bastard. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Raito. Well, I can't just let you pin me as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened. What? You mean you admit it? You admit to it? Oh my god. I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. This is going to be hard. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana. So you really were manipulating her. I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, you have all the tools to win? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but this is going to be hard. And my brain is pretty good on this, so I have faith. Then, that when she saw the scene, she would ask for my aid. So you assisted Mrs. Sky. I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room. And ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted. When he tampered with the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you. 2 pieces? You mean those items in your safe? But why? For insurance, of course. You see, I was right. I was freaking right. Oh man, I was freaking right. Insurance? I was sure my plan would work. But it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed. You mean you were calculating that far ahead, while forging evidence? What do you take me for? A fool? I didn't make the police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go wipe the blood of all the pieces. But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on the jar too? What did they say? What did they say? Ho ho ho. Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept 1 more item for insurance. You mean that piece of cloth? Come on, Raito, cough it up. I already know you have it. I have to do it now. I think I'm forced to. What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright? So you admitted then, Chief Gant, that you were hiding the cloth you could of the victim's vest in your safe. Yes, I admitted it. I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it is a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have to say it for yourself? What do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present. How does everyone feel about the stream? I know Sherlock's really happy about what was revealed. I'm exploding of happiness. I'm really freaking happy. How about you, Yashiro? How are you feeling? Foolish move, Raito. You should have shown it then, before it was too late. It's been a long battle, but the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. Okay. I've loved Nia, haven't played 5-1 yet, but we'll start today. Dude, you're missing out, it's so good. I have no option. I have to do this. It's... Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now. Alright then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who the real murderer of Prosecutor Marshall was. Okay, here we go. Let's hope for the best. I should have saved. Oh no, I should have saved. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally could cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh yes, at last you finally brought it into the open. Yeah, no, I know it's now I can. The game is telling me to do it now, but I have... Oh man, I'm scared. I'm really scared. This bastard is so sneaky. There's a handprint on this piece of cloth. Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly. You mean it could have not been forged? It must be authentic, conclusive evidence. Just let Sherlock figure it out. Yes, please. Ho ho ho. You are so slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy. What? Think about it, Raito. Think about it. Raito had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why could that be? You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that? Mr. Wright, do you really know? Whosever fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they? It should be okay now. Everything is proceeding as predicted. The person to whom these fingerprints belong to is... Okay. Phoenix says it is okay now, so let's go. Emma, Sky? What? They're mine? I'm sorry, Emma. But why? Why didn't you tell me? Phoenix confident? Yeah. Oh, you're really something, Raito. You knew this girl did it all along, and you still try to pin me on the murder on me. So it's true, tragic but true. This girl did really shove the prosecutor marshal to his death. How could you, you monster, Mrs. Sky? You knew whose fingerprints those were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't. Mrs. Sky, it's not over yet. What? I said this trial isn't over yet. Ha! But I'm afraid it's over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career too. I'm pinning Gant to jail. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor girl into a murderer. Before I do that, I'm gonna be a little cheeky bastard. There is just one little thing I have to clear up. Oh, and what's that? Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall? What? Chief Gant, you're absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall? You ask? It was Emma Sky, wasn't it? Nope. I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction. What contradiction? What is this fool babbling about? I'm talking about a contradiction, one that proves who the real killer is. Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth. What could it possibly contradict? Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth. It has to be in here. It has to be this. It has to be this. I didn't save before, so I'm risking it. It has to be this. Ho ho ho! It's fun watching you squirm, Mr. Righto. This piece of evidence does indeed seem to contradict something. Your outward appearance... What? Oh, well, no! Okay, if it was not that... It has to be this. Okay, okay. It has to be this one. Yeah, it's the pick, it's the pick. What exactly is this supposed to be? This is the picture Mrs. Sky took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of cloth out... See where the piece of his vest was cut out. Yes. His shirt is showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though. Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs, no doubt, were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth. Oh, but that piece of cloth is completely freaking clean. There is no blood on it. Since Emma Sky fingerprints are on this cloth, there is no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time. No, this is nonsense. Then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside. He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out. If so, then tell me who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Mrs. Lana Sky, picked up the unconscious prosecutor and impaled him on the swords and the armor's sword? Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood, and the jar that they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue and make Lana believe her sister did it. Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest. Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer. No! It's finally over. That was close, Raito. You almost had me. Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations. What do you mean, refute his allegations? You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence. Order, order, what nonsense is this? Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Aji, earlier All Raito concealed that piece of cloth. So then, what's your excuse, Raito? You have something, you do have some conclusive evidence, don't you? Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence. At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence. But that's not fair. Ho ho ho. Did you actually think you could best me in court? It looks like the last laugh is on you, son. I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Mr. Edgeworth. True, illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems at last. The time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived. Mr. Wright, do you admit to it? That you purposely... Obviously I did not. I admit I refused to present it at one point. Missed the start of the stream again. Bodoka, how you doing? How you doing? Man, how are you feeling? Yes, finally my Hakyako girls are complete. I have all the Hakyako girls I wanted. But I cannot afford to pull for them, man. I have these emojis since I've been able to have them. And I cannot pull for them. Freaking Brad Rats broke my bank and now I cannot pull for them. That's so sad. We still have 3 days to reach 70 euros on the channel ad revenue and get me paid by YouTube. If that happens, I will put those 70 euros into that banner, I swear. We need 6 more euros to get there. If we get 6 more euros and YouTube pays me, I will put those 70 euros there. I admit I refused to present it at one point. Hahaha, so the evidence is illegal. Objection! No, it isn't, Mr. Gant. Also, that means Hyaka Rionan Alt is next, right? I like Rabbit Emeralds after 4 too. Not too hyped for those two, really? Come on! Huh? It's not that I didn't present evidence. It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't. What do you mean you couldn't? I'm more hyped for the story though? Yes! There are certain procedures when presenting evidence. Aji, don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a coward. There is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not? Very well, let us settle this once and for all. Earlier, you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now. Okay, now is the book. Now is the book. This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. What is this? Look at Garn's squirm. Yes, this bastard. I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Sky fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at the point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more. What? You see, it's written right here in this book, the second rule of evidence law. The rule number 1. Evidence shall be shown with the approval of the police department. I found this piece of cloth in this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying I did not have approval from the police department. Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And here's the crux of the matter. You see, at the time, it was not impossible for me to prove relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident. What? What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just look at this picture and... Sorry, but can you recall when that picture was presented? That was shown only a few moments ago. No. He's right. At the beginning of the trial today, that piece of cloth was still meaningless. The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant. You yourself confessed to a certain truth. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, ads, more money in the Nagusa pouch. Ads done? Okay, perfect. You personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh yes. No. No. It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth. Then the only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer. And there's only one person who that could be. Damon Gant. The killer was you. Oh my god, he went full crazy. I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years he's been snooping around the department trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, and yet he insisted on hounding me. Well, wasn't exactly petty. He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Star, then convinced Bruce Goodman. Detective Goodman? Valid crash out? Yeah, that's right. If the evidence is transferred, I lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you've got to help me. Gant recovered really quickly? Yeah. Goodman turned him down as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit. We got him? Yeah. He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence. Goodman came to me that day, and he wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden he decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman? Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We cannot transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered. He opened his evidence locker as he was taking the evidence out and said, "It's not too late. I'm going to hand all of this over to Marshall." Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it. That accursed knife. Rip Goodman, he was a good man. Yeah, it was in the name, some may say. I couldn't just pull it out. By doing so, good could be only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime. Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried and wiped it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake. The blood handprint on Gumshoe's locker. I used to be known as the crime computer. But everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it. Then you put the body in my car. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detective ever will. Leaving the prosecution's car aside. How could you get Mrs. Sky involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out. So you took evidence from Detective Goodman's locker. I felt bad for having to do so. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take. Rip Edgeworth? Yeah. So you left the jar fragment and the glove. Yeah. It looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, to match my dismay. Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that. Tell me, Worthy, why do you stand in court? Me? You despise criminals. I can feel it, you and me, we are the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You are just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go along with it. Man. Well, it looks it's time to say goodbye. Adji? What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend. I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator and an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Those days are gone now, Adji. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Judge and Gant broke up. Yeah, no more hot dogs for the judge. You have it right. You now have right to hear. Unworthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new that skipped alone. I couldn't. It was not me. There are two things that I want to understand. Yes. First, your sister never hurt anyone. And I can finally tell you something since you are finished. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Mrs. Sky? A new beginning. Oh, so that's probably the next game, right? You no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years. From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence until today. So, you notice that all villains in the game are all powerful people except Tutorial? Yeah? I did notice that indeed. I was going to bring it after we were done, actually. It seems all questions raised in this trial have been answered. I'm sorry, Mrs. Sky, I couldn't get you out of all the trouble. My, what high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows, a few years from now, you might just make it to the top. Ah, ah, she's even smiling at us. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. She finally has a nice look on her. Who's more interesting to go against? Somebody who is really influential or a random nobody? Yeah, that smile. Man, this is what we were looking for all the time. Mrs. Sky. And you too, Edgeworth. You suffer every bit as much as I have over these past few years. It was worth for that smile, yeah. Back off, peasant, she's mine. Come on. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you. It was nothing. Liar. I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, come on. This is so endearing. Stop it. I only did my job. Okay, Edgeworth, we can see you blushing. In light of this case, it seems a good self-examination is in order for all of us. Tsundere, yeah. But okay, wait until you see the next game. That's gonna be sometime in the future, mate. Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is that you still acted as an accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date. Yes, I understand, Your Honor. Is there something amusing about all of this? Why are you smiling? It's been a long time, Your Honor. It's been a long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Well, this trial has gone far too long already. I agree. Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, not guilty. Oh man. That's all. This court is adjourned. I can't believe this will be the last PW stream in some time. It took like what, 4 months? I think closer to 6 to be fair. February 25, 5:03 PM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. At long last, it's finally over. In more than a way, that sentence is true. Emma? Why the long face? I'm sorry, your sister didn't get completely off the hook. First stream was 4 months ago? Oh, I thought it was longer. It felt longer. But at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit. Second game is shorter than this, since the game is very long because of this extra case. The game 3 is around the same length as this one. Maybe a bit shorter. Ooh. No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended. I can see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And you too, Edgeworth. You suffer, blah blah blah. Okay, you've done well. You know, I did my best too, but Lana didn't say a single word to me. Ha! Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. She didn't say anything to Emma. Oh man. You are doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier... Wait, I have a feeling of deja vu. Hey, lighten up, pals, I'm only kidding. Are you here because of my sister again? Nope, not this time. I came here because of you, pal. Me? That's right, I thought you'd like to see someone. Dude! You hate Gamshu now? She didn't say anything to her, yeah. Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know. Well, I won't tell if you want. Emma, I owe you an apology. It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it. That day, 2 years ago. He's the goat? Okay, okay. Because you were putting that angry emoji there. Was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped in that mess. Sis, I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through these past 2 years. I know how much I was hurting you by distancing myself, but I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared that you react if you knew. But sis, you were only doing it for me. No. I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you. Sis, I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry. But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now. You are happy? Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back. And you have. Oh, Emma, Emma. Aww. That's so cute. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Emma did it. She saved her sis. Yeah. Because in doing so, we can find a way back to our rightful path. And it's from there that we can move towards a brighter future. Man, this was a banger. At last. At least that's what I felt watching these two sisters make up. Mr. Wright, Mr. Gamshu, me. Thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Stop hiding and come over here, you tsundere. Where he was hiding? I just came to say, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Right, well, I'll be going now. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. Is Edgeworth upset we stole his girlfriend? Yeah, he's still upset. You know, he's never letting it go. He really liked that college girl. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you. It's too late for me. You ruined my life. Can you imagine that? No matter what anyone may say, I realized that today. I can't correct my mistakes. Mr. Edgeworth. Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right. You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we are the same. One day you'll understand, believe me. You will. You are just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. Damn, Edgeworth mistakes corrections needed. Yeah. I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for some time now. Save the game? Save? Okay. I saved. But Edgeworth, Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gunn did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue as a prosecutor. Oh my god, what's gonna happen here, guys? Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma, were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. You said, in order to find crime on my own, I need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. You were working together with Mr. Wright. And because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Yeah. What is this, a pop quiz? Come on, Mr. Wright, show him what Lana is talking about. Evidence? Oh! He talked about evidence law. She means this. It has to mean this. That might mean something to you. But I don't see how that had anything to do with our partnership. Huh? Mr. Wright? It seems that you still have a lot to learn as well. I guess... No! Shit! Shit! Okay, I'm saving here. You can save again. Yeah, I saved again. Oh, what? What could that be? Oh, the screwdriver. It's the screwdriver. Is it? Is the screwdriver? Let's try the screwdriver. No. Chat saying save now is similar to horror games telling you press X to run. Man, I'm gonna go walk the dogs and go to sleep. I can't be asked to do anything. I gotta wake up at 4 AM. Good evening to everyone. Bye bye, Asumaki. You don't worry, at least you managed to see the end of the case and everything, so have a good walk, have a good night, and we will see you next week, Asumaki. What could it be? A proof of our partnership. What could that be? The evidence list? Oh, the evidence list. Could it be the evidence list? Because he said it's only half, so he had the other half. He had the other half. That's it. It has to be this one. That's the picture he drew. Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the evidence, and I had the other. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture. That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, he's gonna cry. He's holding it. It's time for me to go. Mr. Edgeworth? If you'll excuse me, I'm going to the bathroom. I need to cry alone, where no one can see me. There is still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. Edgeworth, what will you do now? Cry, of course. Well, whatever you do, just remember, you can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you. I know, it seems that I owe you my thanks too, Mr. Wright. But what I face now is my problem. Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court. Farewell. I'd be better get going too. Okay, I'll be by to visit soon. It seems we both have a lot to learn and catching up to do. Here's, this is a little something for you. Ah, scientific investigation. Scientific investigation. It's the first book I ever bought. Studied well. Thank you, sis. I will. Oh, that's so cute. Did Mikan miss the stream? He's gonna be the happiest one we finish? Yeah. That's true. And so another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I get started on a new journey on my own. Of my own. A journey to rediscover myself. Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal. Huh? What is it, detective? There is just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this, but I thought you said it was okay. Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story. Huh? Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either. Huh? Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side. Yeah, well, you see. Mr. Wright, here's the one who... Mr. Wright here is the one that will be footing the bill. Huh? What, do you think I can afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal. Huh? Thank you, Mr. Wright, you're the best. Why is it? I suddenly feel like I want to scream. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't you go all pay it off together? Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys, let's go. Objection. Ah. Okay, guys. Arrange. As for me, this affair has... I'm not touching anything. This is moving on its own. Then I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. Yikes, I thought I was a gunner for a moment there. They overlooked my unauthorized investigation. If we penalize you anymore, it will be worse than firing you. Nice! Gumshoe kept his job. Let's go, Richard. He has his job. And Emma and Lana will be investigators. My new mission is to guard the main entrance. Can you believe it? I've been demoted. My partner keeping up. Man, Mickens. Yeah, credits dialogues are a little too fast. Let me see if I can slower them. No, I cannot. I cannot touch anything. Gumshoe still on his minus 2000 yen per hour salary. Yeah, he's paying to work. Programming. Fumiaki Sato. Hitoshi Sakai. What is it? Can you see I'm having a showdown? Mrs. Star managed to sneak. Gumshoe more broke than me. Oh man. One final death of the game? Rip Blue Badger. Oh! Blue Badger, no! Sorry guys, I missed that. Yeah, true. That's quite something. I'll never forget what that young Mr. Left. Come on! The judge cannot even remember our name. Mr. Left. Yeah, they weren't bad guys, but they were assholes. Judge is literally me. True. Maya! Mystic Maya, afternoon train. Maya! We miss you, Maya. Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I brought you your tea. What's going on? Maya will be back. Yay. We miss you, Maya. Thanks for coming to see me. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad. I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Lana, I'll have this book to open. Aww. There is a card. A letter. A letter. Aw, that's so cute. Man. Edgeworth left a letter. Oh. He's also on a trip, maybe. We did it, indeed. Okay. Guys. Final thoughts on Phoenix Wright. The game, congratulations for finishing this long journey. Yes. Guys, the game was a banger. Not gonna lie. But as much as I would love to do the second game, I think we are all ready to move on from Phoenix Wright for a bit. So, from here on forward, my plan is... Where's my thank you? Oh, I thank you a lot in the past, Black Lockhart. It was a great idea. I said it in the past and I'll say it again. You had an amazing idea. Thank you for suggesting it again. We'll see Maya in 2026. No, so here's how it's going to work now, guys. This game took very long. 4 months is a lot. So my plan is the following. From here on, to have more variety, we are not going to be doing one game at a time. We are going to do 2 simultaneously. One on Saturdays, one on Sundays. Sundays will be Code Vein, since we began the game. Congrats to all of us, what a nice game. Yes! Thank you to all of you guys for sticking with me in this journey. I said Judge is just like me, I forgot. Yeah. But yeah guys, thank you very much for sticking with me in this long journey, because I know this game was not the cup of tea for everyone. But I think that part of what made this game so fun to me is that you guys were here. Because, to be completely honest, I'm not very patient for these kinds of games. Reading, as you may have witnessed, is very hard for me sometimes. Because I don't see the words right. So having to go through the game with you guys and reading all the text boxes and all that stuff forced me to get invested in the game. I think if I were to play this game on my own, I would have not gotten this invested. So it's thanks to you guys that I was able to get invested and actually enjoy this game so much, and I hope you guys did too. The next Saturday is Sexy Dancing exclusive. No, next Saturday I'm planning to start a Pokemon game. I'm still thinking of which one. I'll keep it a surprise after I decide. But I think we could play a Pokemon game. Just play it regularly. I'm not an expert in Pokemon, so let's start slow. We play a normal game with no Nuzlocke or special rules. Just enjoy the trip. Pokemon games can be finished probably in like 3 months. I'm gonna give you the options I have in my mind, but guys, don't try to pick for me, okay? You have to promise that you are not going to try to pick for me. Otherwise I cannot tell you guys, because I don't want you guys to decide the game. I'm decent at all Pokemon games. Okay, I'll take your word for it, guys. So my ideas are Pokemon Emerald, because it was a Pokemon that I enjoyed a lot when I was younger, and I think it would be a nice, how you say it, throwback. My other option is, if I can get Pokemon Y running. I actually liked Pokemon Y a lot on the 3DS. I don't know if I can get it running for reasons you guys may have already deduced. Or the other option I have is Pokemon Black and White, because I've heard those games are amazing. So I'm thinking of them. I'll do some research and I'll decide between now and next week. I'm leaning towards Black and White since I have never played those games, but I could end up playing Emerald. It will depend. It will depend. Now, when it comes to Code Vein, last week both should work on the emulator, find Emerald and Pokemon Black and White. Yes, exactly. They are easier to emulate. 3DS games are a little bit harder to emulate. That's why Pokemon Y is very hard that will actually happen. So when it comes to Code Vein, I think that for the sake of progression, I will do the following. Because last week, guys, I was tilting a lot and we were not moving forward. So for us to keep moving forward, I will progress the story only during the streams, but off the streams, I will be farming to get more resources and more power, so you don't have to see me tilt for hours. I will not get that OP. I will try to get just strong enough to actually progress the story without one-shotting everything. The other thing is that I want to understand the mechanics better, I want to understand the skills better, but I don't want to see a guide. And if I only do the 2 hours of on the stream, I will not have the time to actually learn the game. So off stream, I will be learning the game, progressing with you on stream. Off stream, I will grind it a little bit. Hollow Knight is not forgotten. The issue with Hollow Knight is that it's too input intensive, and the sad reality is that my hands may or may not be fucked forever. So I don't know how long I can play Hollow Knight. There will be days I can play for an hour, there will be days that I cannot play it at all. Because I have an issue, it's an issue with my nervous system. So I don't know how it will go. Right now I'm doing fine with my hands. The therapy I'm going through, it's working well, but I cannot stress my hands too much. Even writing, for example, when I write my videos, I have to write a lot. After I finish writing those videos, I have muscle spasms, like muscle contractions, in my arms and my neck. That's why I suggested Phoenix Wright in the first place. Yes, I know, and it was great. It was a really good rest for my hands. But Hollow Knight, sadly, is just too input intensive for me right now. Code Vein and Souls-like games, not only I can play comfortably on the keyboard and mouse, but it's very timing. It's more of a game of timing than repeated inputs, so I can hold myself in there. But Hollow Knight is just too much for me right now. And did you play Inscription? No, I haven't. But yeah, like it's a shame. It's a real shame because I was liking Hollow Knight a lot. I think it's an excellent game, but it's a double-edged sword for me. I think that would be a good one. Let me take a look. Is it on Steam? Yeah, it is. Oh, this game looks sick. Yeah, I've seen it. Oh man, I love this kind of deck building games. We could do that instead of Pokemon, maybe. You lost everything, Mikan. We're done. Hello, how you doing? We are just going through my closing thoughts on the game and what's gonna happen in the future, and this, man, I'm beyond happy about the JP livestream. How do you feel about it, Mikan? Okay, but guys, as I was saying, if at any point my doctor says that I'm fine to actually stress my hands a little bit again, we could pick up Hollow Knight again. I was busy with a group call. Oh, don't worry, Mikan, it's fine. You were with us in spirit. Also, I think you were more interested in having the game end than watching the end of the game. So don't worry, the game is over. No more Phoenix Wright in the future. At least I would like to do the second game. He betrayed the stream. Nah, he was here lurking. I can tell he was lurking because of the concurrent viewers. Mika was just busy but lurking. But I want to pick up Phoenix Wright again before the end of this year for continuity's sake. But yeah, it's been such a... But the ending was interesting. Yeah, it was amazing. You'll have to rewatch it, Mikan. Also, guys, it's been such a trip. Yeah, okay, so Mikan, the plan is the following. From now on, we'll be doing one game in Saturday and one game on Sundays. Saturday, we may be doing a Pokemon game or Inscription. I don't think I will be doing Inscription because I don't have 20 euros to put into the game, but it could be an option for the future. JP livestream was amazing. I really hope the channel gets to 70 euros before Wednesday. If we get to 70 euros before Wednesday, YouTube pays on the 21st of every month. If the ad revenue reaches 70 euros, we are like 5 or 6 euros away. If we get there, I'm putting those 70 euros into Blue Archive and getting Nagus and Nia. So I really hope we can do it. I need people to watch the ads. Stream more, man, I wish I could, but my week is devastatingly busy right now. It is stupidly busy. Man, I wish I could stream more. One, because I enjoy it a lot, and two, because it's more ad revenue. They did a big reveal in a small stream. Dude, the stream was a banger. To be fair, guys, this year has been a banger for Blue Archive. We got Rio. We got the Rat Brats. Now we are getting Nia. We are getting Nagusa. We are continuing with Hakyako. The PV for the Deca story was mind-blowing. This year for Blue Archive has been crazy, and the game is more popular than ever. Every time is #1 trending in Japan. It reached so many viewers that they are giving rewards. So many followers, they are giving more rewards that I haven't claimed yet, so I should go into the game and claim them. The last stream, where they announced the Rat Brats, they had over 500,000 people watching, and this mini stream had like 400k people watching. The game is insanely popular, and I'm so happy about it. Inscription regularly goes on sale for 50% off at least. Oh man, if that happens I could consider it. If that happens I could consider it. That game looks amazing. I also want to... I've been also looking into Slay the Spire. That game looks so fun. I think it could be a really good game for the stream. And also Balatro, that's another game I think it could be an amazing stream game. But yeah, man, if the channel, Slay the Spire and Balatro are great, yeah, man, I really want to play them. Like, guys, to be completely real with you, if the channel could make Cat Mario 2, I'll think about it. Lots of good indie games out, yeah, man, indie games are really good. I'm gonna rewatch the stream without me in it and catching Sherlock's reaction. Man, if you guys could see me react to the announcement live, I was almost jumping off my seat of happiness. It was everything I wanted. Everything I said I wanted yesterday. Back to Hakyako, Nia, Nagusa. I got everything I wanted. Like, come on. It was so good. So freaking good. But yeah, like, man, there are so many games, but guys, to be real, if the stream, if the channel was able to make consistently 400 euros a month, which we are very far off from it, but if the channel actually made 400 euros a month, I could even consider going full time on this. Because that would pay my medical bills and my internet bill. And that would mean that I could actually focus on the channel and slowly but surely make it into a livable income, but right now the channel doesn't even make 70 euros a month. Sherlock was missed at the 4th anniversary about Nia and Nagusa, but now Sherlock's redemption arc. Dude, it's true that I was expecting them to be 4th anniversary, but to be fair, I also said that I'm expecting this year to be the year where we get them. So, in a way, I still was right later. But man, I'm just so freaking happy. Wait a second, let me mute Phoenix Wright. We have about 10 minutes left, guys, but... It is this, okay. Oh, man. Man, oh man. Let's do this and this. finally we are going to get the squad complete. 10 minutes of getting over it. Nah, man. Let's not get tilted. Also, to be fair, my predictions this year have been spot on. I made a couple predictions this year. I don't remember what exactly. Oh, I predicted Tiferet. I predicted Tiferet, and it was spot on with it. I predicted the Ratbrats to have the kids they have. Not completely, but because that's impossible, but I was very spot on that. So my predictions this year have been pretty spot on. Now, the thing that would crown me as an oracle would be if I nail the predictions for summer. If I nail the summer predictions, oh man, that would be amazing. 2024 was terrible for my predictions. 2023 was excellent. So it seems that I'm good on odd years. You were right about Deca 2. Yes, I was right about Deca 2. It seems like in the odd number years I'm good. 2023, 2025, I've been spot on. 2024 was a fiasco. But yeah, man, I just cannot wait, and I'm really crossing my fingers that enough people watch the latest video, that gets me enough ad revenue, and I can pull on the banner. I really want it. Like, guys, you can see I have 14k. I'm completely broke. Ah, man, it's just I really hope we can get there. The game crashed. Fantastic. And I cannot wait for the Steam client. I really cannot wait for the Steam client. By the way, talking about the Steam client, I'm working on my new player's guide for the Steam release. I have surveyed you guys on the Discord once. I'm surprised they didn't announce that for JP. They may have not been able to strike a deal with a publisher yet, like DMM. It's very likely that they will do something like DMM, which I don't like DMM. DMM is very pesky sometimes, and they tend to just use an emulator as their client. For example, there are other games, other mobile games that DMM publishes or platforms, and they just use BlueStacks as the client. So I hope then they don't go with DMM, but that's likely to be it. But yeah, guys, I will probably survey you again next week or the one after that. I have progressed a little bit on that video, but I think that the input you guys gave me on the Discord was actually very good. It put some perspective on the simplicity of how to approach some stuff, and expect to be surveyed again in the near future. And obviously, guys, you don't need to oblige, but I appreciate your inputs, guys. It is very valuable. But guys, with that said, with all done and dusted, Phoenix Wright completed, and the giga hype for Nagusa, Miya, and the continuation of Hakyako, I think it's time for us to say goodbye for this week. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this stream as much as I did, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye. Banger stream. Nice.